Welcome to video 9.1b, more radical simplification. Again, now I'm on page 1 of the notes. We're a little bit out of order here. All right, so I got 5 examples. You could probably try these on your own and check to see if you got them right. So I suggest you pause the video, work them out, see if you got them correct. I'll work them through right now. The square root of 80. What I like to do is kind of factor this out. So I'm going to make that be 80 is an 8 by a 10. 8 is a 2, 2, 2. 10 is a 2, 5. So what you want to do is prime factorization. So I now really have the square root of all of that. All right, so here's a pair of 2's. 1 goes outside. Here's a pair of 2's. 1 goes outside. So I've got 4 radical 5. Okay, example 2. Over here, I'm adding. So recall, first simplify, then add like terms. Because right now, these are all different radicals. You can't touch them. All right, so let's just simplify this. Another way to simplify radicals, I can make this really be radical 4, radical 3. Okay, because 4 times 3 is 12. And I happen to know that radical 4 is the number 2. So you don't have to always do that circling thing. You can just try to get things to be perfect squares. So this is 2 radical 3. 20. I can go radical 4, radical 5. So again, that's radical 4, radical 5. Don't forget I've got that 2. That radical 4 is 2. So that's 2 times 2 rad 5. And 2 times 2 is 4. So it's going to be plus 4 rad 5. Nothing doing there. Radical 48, let's see what I can do there. Again, if you know that 16 times 3 is 48, you could save yourself some time. So the square root of 16, the square root of 3. So it's going to be 4 rad 3. And now this and this are like terms. I've got 2 things plus 4 things makes 6 things. Those things being radical 3's. So 6 radical 3 plus 4 radical 5, done. Do not do anything with that radical 3 and radical 5. All right, example 3. We don't like square roots of fractions, and we don't like radicals downstairs. So what I'll do is I'll separate this. I'll make it be the square root of 11 over the square root of 2. Now we're going to clean that up. And I'll multiply top and bottom by radical 2. Again, that's just like multiplying the number 1. That's what allows you to do it. And then just multiplying there and getting the square root of 22 over just 2. And if I could simplify the square root of 22, I would, but the only factors are 2 and 11, and those are prime. There's nothing more I can do. You are the answer. Over here, this is just like this problem. So equals radical 8 over radical 3. Again, we're going to multiply top and bottom by radical 3. And then at the top, we're going to get radical 24. And the bottom, we're going to get 3. Now, what I could have done is first simplified radical 8 to be 2 rad 2, whatever. You could either do a simplification at the beginning or at the end. I chose to do it at the end. So I do have to simplify that. So let me just put an arrow over here. So the square root of 24, again, if you know it's 4 by 6, that could save yourself some time. So radical 4, radical 6 over 3. That's really the square root of 24. And that's going to be 2 rad 6 over 3. And there's nothing more I can do, so that is my answer. Okay, finally, example 5, 3 rad 7 squared. So whenever you got something squared, you're multiplying it by itself. So I find it helpful if I rewrite this as 3 rad 7 times 3 rad 7. Okay? Then I'm going to do the outsides and the insides. So 3 by 3, 3 by 3 is a 9, and rad 7 by rad 7 is a 7. And then 9 times 7 is simply 63. Whew. And there you have it. 5 more examples on simplifying radicals.